Charlotte Iserbit has been warning us for literally 4 decades what the fuck they're trying to do with the education system. Last night we talked with Juliette Frette. Juliette Hansen, married now with some kids. Good for her. God bless her. I love her. She's a great person. 4 decades, Charlotte has been warning us. She was an official in the Department of Education in 1982, 1983, somewhere in that area. She has been telling us what's going on, and no one cared. The long march through the institutions. This is the fruition. This is what happens when you don't pay attention. This is what happens when men and women who have the right to vote and run this fucking ship don't care. You think this is new, don't you? Look at the Hungarian Soviet Revolution, 1919. It's not new. How do you think they're going to get the kids to become freaking garden tools? You teach them bullshit. You get into the education system. That's how you do it. And look where we're at now. Now we have people believing, telling us to believe, telling us we can look outside, the sky is blue, grass is green, the bunnies are cute. No, that's not what you're seeing. What you're seeing is bunnies are evil rapists, and the sky is green, and the grass is yellow. And we're supposed to fucking believe it. And if you don't, you'll be canceled and sent off to Siberia. How did we get here? Because of us. We weren't paying attention. We were too busy with our goddamn fucking boats and jet skis and motorcycles, and we didn't pay attention. Now we're stuck. How the fuck do we get out of this? You've got the President of the United States. The President. Oh, yeah. But the transmissions. The most powerful man under the control of other people. Well, I didn't say that. Promoting this bullshit. Government is going to change laws to promote this bullshit. Why? I'll tell you why. Because we didn't pay attention. This is not hard. We weren't. Excuse me. Oh. We weren't paying attention. We were too busy doing whatever the fuck we were doing. School board, dog catcher, city council, etc., and so on. We didn't pay attention. How do you think the communists infiltrated the country? Excuse me, hamster, what about Senator McCarthy? Do you think the communists don't learn? Do you? You think they don't? They went in at the lower level. Dog catcher, school board, city council, county manager. And now we have all of these fucking communists in place right now. And they're telling you and me and your girlfriend, your mother, whatever, we're going to allow children who are 3, 4 years old to cut off their own shit for equality and for freedom. We let this happen. We did. Me, I'm 58 years old. You, Peter, down in Florida, you let this happen. Stone Reaper, Timothy, Indy, we let this happen because we weren't paying attention. Who cares who's the dog? Bullshit. Everything fucking matters. Now, there's a lot of effort on some part of the concern. Oh, yeah, abortion, abortion, abortion. Fuck abortion. I don't care. What I care about is these fucking communists coming in, infiltrating our education system, and brainwashing our children. Fuck the abort. It's a goddamn red herring. Same with the gun. Oh, they're going to take your guns. Fucking Republicans are not fucking unguilty here. They're not without blame. Republican and Democrat Party, there's not a goddamn iota difference, except a couple of things. That's it. Do you understand? We've been fucked. Do you? And we fucked ourselves. Midnight Runner says Yuri Bezmenov is right. Goddamn right. Just a little bit early in his prediction on the time frame, but he was exactly right. Exactly. Almost to the letter. Indy MGTOW says we came complacent. We just didn't fucking care. And I think if you're conservative or liberal or whatever the hell you are, I think for normal thinking people, we find it hard to believe. Honestly, we find it hard to believe that something so fucked up our government would do. Just don't believe that. We believe in, people are good. They want the best. Everyone wants to, be friendly and nice. And you do not know the evil that has infected our government. Well, I think you guys do, but a lot of people don't. These people are fucking cancer. The people running the show are cancer at the highest level, which we have very little say over, but the lowest level where we have ultimate say. And we fucked it up. We didn't pay attention. We wanted to sit in the house and drink beer and have barbecues, and I understand that. We fucked up. So let's go to the video. This is CNN with Charlotte Iserbyt. And I'm going to be honest with you, she's a little bit dry, but hang with us.
Did you know 1/3 of students entering college need a remedial or a developmental course, a class in the basics of reading, math, English, covering material that they should have learned in high school?
Imagine that. Why would you want to dumb down the population? Does anyone have an idea? Anyone? Bueller? Why would you want people to be stupid? God damn it, I have nothing to say.
Bill Bennett is a CNN political contributor, former Secretary of Education for the Reagan administration. Bill, what is the problem here? Are high schools not aware of what's expected in college, or do the curricula just not line up?
What we need to do is spend more money. See, if we just throw more money at the problem, it'll go away. Just like we've done for the last 60 fucking years. None of the problems in 1964 have been solved. Interesting, isn't it?
Dumbing down of almost everything.
Yep.
Grade school, middle school, high school, and college. That's the problem. When I toured the country, when I was Secretary of Education, went to 120 schools, what I found was this.
Wow, you left Washington, Bill. Good for you. Good for you.
Everybody at every educational level above 3rd or 4th grade believes the fundamental educational work was done at the immediately preceding level.
Excuse me. Math, reading, writing, science. Everything else is fucking bullshit. Everything, it's not required. Learn another language, maybe some typing, maybe learn how to weld shit in the shop class. Everything else is fucking nonsense, and it shouldn't be in our schools. There should be none of this fucking LGBT alphabet people crap. If I can't walk into work and talk about who I fucked last weekend, it goddamn should not be in our schools. But here we are. Don't say gay. No, don't say anything about what you do with your shit on the weekend. This is indoctrination, it's brainwashing, and it's bullshit. We all know this. These are the communists. Oh, the Red Scare. Oh, McCarthy. He was such an evil. Was he? Was he really?
Therefore, they do create.
By the way, they found communists from the Soviet Union at the highest level of government during the McCarthy purge. Well, fuck me. I never heard that. Really, didn't you? Well, maybe you should fucking read some history. Then again, don't do that because it's all fucking a lie.
Creative this, revisionist that, special aspects of who's doing the basic work.
Okay.
And a lot of the basic work isn't getting done.
1 + 1 is 2. 2 × 2 is 4. 5 × 3 is 15. That's what the kids need to learn. That's it. Not who the fuck they're going to screw later in life. They're kids, for God's sake. The fuck?
When you add to that, Christine, the fact that the SATs have been dumbed down, normed down, and that higher education does not have real expectations of competency in order to get into higher education, you've got this problem.
Why don't
Secretary Bennett is not wrong. Well, we got to reduce those standards. Well, for evil white people and evil Asian people and evil Indian people, but for some particular reason, those
why doesn't higher education have higher expectations? Is it because as
It
long as
wants
someone
bodies. It wants
and the Jewish people. Not because they're very much smarter than most people on average. No, 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 no. Let's dumb it down and keep those people out. Give me a fucking break. What is going on here? And whatever it is, we did it. Take accountability for your shit, people. You and me allowed this to happen. How'd that happen? Well, just women. They want their equal rights. And, well, black people want, oh, sure, yeah, that sounds great. But when you vote for these people, there's a big package of bullshit that they don't talk about. It's their agenda. And if you heard about that agenda, you might not vote. Do you see my point? Do you? I think so.
wants bodies.
as long as somebody's paying the bills, that's what it's all about?
That's pretty much it is for a lot of institutions. Now,
Huh.
the very selective
Mhm.
institutions can, of course, be very selective.
Right.
And what do we have today? 66% of college students are women. And who is bitching about giving their student debt a relief? I shouldn't have to pay that back. I took a shitty major and I did say accountability is kryptonite, people. Why aren't there more women in STEM, engineering, computer science? Because you didn't take it. You stupid fuck. Go on.
And they raise their price. But
I couldn't party as much and get laid. Uh-huh. Yes, yeah, it's a lot of work to be an engineer or a computer scientist. It's not easy. So what are you going to do? I'm going to take communications. That way I can get fucked by every Chad I can get my hands on in college.
if you are breathing, even we think
Jesus Christ.
if you're not, you can probably get into an institution of higher education if you can bring the tuition.
If you can walk in and breathe, yes. Here's your degree in gender studies Well, that's helpful to society, isn't it? Ain't it?
Or the government funded support with you.
Bill,
That's the way it works.
What really surprised me about this study is that these are not quote unquote bad students. 4 out of 5 of the students taking remedial classes, they graduated from high school with a GPA of 3.0 or above.
But they can't read. So what's the fucking point? You can't read, you can't do math, you can't do simple addition, subtraction, multiplication. I don't care what their fucking GPA is. They come out of fucking high school and they can't do simple math. We got ourselves a problem. Is anyone disagreeing?
Yeah, I know. And see, this is the sad part, because this is the deception.
I mean, if you can't fucking read when you graduate high school and you get a diploma, what's the fucking point? What is the point? Let's not talk about the,
The child is told in his grades that she is doing well. Parents say are told
you're not doing well if you can't do math. If you can't, I'm sorry, for the overseas guys, you can't do maths. You know, those English people. What are you going to do? That's why we had a revolution. If you can't read, if you can't speak the language correctly, if you can't do math, I don't give a fuck what GPA you have. I don't care. This is the fundamental requirement. And people like you and me haven't demanded this. No, you don't graduate people if they can't read. Well, but that's racist or something. Is it?
Everything is fine. And then the child at some point gets to a real test, maybe of his proficiency. And,
you know, like working at McDonald's, how do you make change? I don't know, because I graduated with a 4.70 GPA in college and I can't even fucking do math.
Reading or writing.
What the fuck is the point? Excuse me. Sorry. Getting a little crazy. What is the point of getting a high school education if you can't read? If you can't write? If you can't do math? Excuse me. Fundamentals, not even. My goodness.
At the second year of college.
But you know, goddamn good and well, these kids graduating high school can't do fucking, they know all about the goddamn gender shit, don't they? They know all about how capitalism is fucking evil. And in this time frame, George Bush is fucking Hitler. 8 years later, Donald Trump is fucking Hitler. He's the worst fascist bastard from hell. But they can't add two numbers together. Now, excuse me. Does that sound like indoctrination and brainwashing to you? Just asking the question. Just wondering.
Or maybe it waits even till the job market, and then he finds out that he really didn't know very much, wasn't being taught.
Can't even fucking write. You can't read a book. Why do you think the communists don't want these young people to read? Why do you think that is? Don't want them to read the Gulag Archipelago by Solzhenitsyn. Why wouldn't they want them to read that? Is there any ideas here? Or any of the books like 1984? Why do you think they wouldn't want you to read those? Young children, 18-year-old people. Why? Why? Do you have any idea?
Very much. That's not fair. That's a waste of $700 billion.
Well, you know, and I'm a numbers girl, so I think, wow, if you're going to college and you're spending money on tuition credits for a basic math class,
excuse me, she's kind of cute. She should have red hair.
Wasting your money. I mean, you're paying twice. Taxpayer paid for it in public school, and then you're paying for it again in college when you should be learning a more advanced material.
That's
math, science, reading, writing, arithmetic. That's what you need. But no. I know nothing about adding up those numbers. But God damn it, I know a girl can be a boy if she feels that way. Even a 2 or 3 year old kid. There was a report that came out, well, 2-year-old children know if they're misgendered. Are you fucking kidding me? 2-year-old kid. 2. I feel like a girl, so I don't want to play with those girl toys. I want to be, but get the fuck out of here.
That's right. And it's a kind of deception. It's a kind of fraud. And there are some very interesting inquiries going on now about accountability. You know, it's the watchword at the level of elementary and secondary.
What did you do, Bill? What did you change when you were in government? Nothing. Secretary Bennett, you did shit. You just observed it and said, yeah, that's kind of fucked up. We need action. We need to figure this shit out. But of course, Mr. Bennett, Secretary, wondering if you're not part of the cabal. Well, yeah, this is a problem, and we'll fix it in 40 years. We need to fix it fucking now. That was 2008. You didn't do anything, sir. No offense, but you fucked up. If our government wanted to change this shit and make sure that the kids graduating from elementary school or high school could add and read and think, we could do that now. Oddly, Mr. Bennett, you didn't propose such a thing. I'm curious. What's going on with that?
There needs to be the watchword at higher education, too.
You're spewing a bunch of words, and all I hear is bullshit. Well, we should have. Well, these kids have. What the fuck did you do, Bill? Secretary Bennett, what did you do? What did George W. Bush do except destroy 1 million Iraqi people? Did he fix this? Did President Obama fix it? Did President Trump do anything? Nothing. 0. Derp reminds me, No Child Left Behind was fucking Bush. And it kind of fucked things up. New math and all that other bullshit. I'm from Texas. I'm from Waco. So we have done this. We have allowed this. You got kids coming out of high school that can't do math, can't read a book. Why do you think this is interesting to these fucking evil people? And I'm not pointing out Democrats these are all fucking evil. Secretary Bennett, a Republican allegedly. George W. Bush, Trump allegedly, President Obama, President Biden. These people fucking hate you. They hate you. And until we get this shit under control, hopefully peacefully, this nonsense will continue. Forever and ever and amen. Why wouldn't you want a population who can't read? Why wouldn't you want a population who can't do math? Anyone have any ideas? Okay, I'm out. Yeah. Polska Bob is right. I got to get another beer. I'll see you guys later. Thank you. And later on, we're doing some live streams with someone. So come back to the channel, like, subscribe, all that other crap. And, whatever. We'll see you. Bye.